If you go west of it, you're running on the bridge. This is that. Session 7, Part 4, the final part, and the players, Warleko, Hentai, the Carson, Joe,
Hentai the Carson.
and
Alright.
Heavy Jesus are back to finish off what they started, to wreck the bandits, it appears. But let's find out what occurs. So, you're all, like, taking stock of your wounds and, like, gauging, alright, what's the next step? When the bandit, who has, like, been manacled and bashed in the head, his throbbing head is just like, boom, 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 boom. He begins to groggily awaken. He's like, oh, and he like goes to pat himself down to make sure he's alive, and he like hears the jingle, and he goes, "Oh fuck!"
Oh fuck is right, son. You're on the losing side of the battle.
Oh fuck. Just
You said that already.
Give me a quick second to check something. What did I roll? I rolled a 14-3. Okay, so it's like, oh fuck. Oh, listen, let me live and I'll do whatever you want. Just let me go, please. I'm sorry.
I'm counting on it, son. Because you won't be living if you don't. So, let's get down to business. And I sit down with him, and I have my patent pending trail mix. And I'm slowly eating it in front of him.
And he goes, okay, just give me your word you'll let me live. Just give me your word you'll let me live and go free. And you won't chase me down or shoot me in the back.
I hold up my hand and I say, I, Brother Lawrence, solemnly swear I will let you live if you comply and you play nice. And I am being truthful.
And you vouch for your... and he like jingles his change. And he vouch for them too. Ain't one of them gonna... Or any that I can't see. There ain't no one hiding in the bushes that'll kill me.
Well, I can only speak for myself, but I can assume that my friends over here... And I look over my shoulder and I'm like, I'm just making sure that we're all on the same page here, because I don't speak for the group. I look at Carson and I'm like...
As long as you're willing to convert to the true faith, I will deal you no harm.
Oh, you shut your fucking mouth, Carson. This feller's mine. You have your followers.
But I can gain more.
Religion wars.
Anyway, as you can see, we're a big happy family in our world.
You'll have to at least listen to both of us. And pick the better one, which is mine, of course.
Okay, he like looks down at the manacles, looks up and goes, well, I ain't got much fucking choice. What do you want to know? What do you want me to do? What is it?
Well, I want to let you go, but before I can do that, we need information. We've clearly seen that you fellers, you go out and you come in at seemingly random times. I want to know more about this system.
We go out when we want to, we go back when we do. There's at least 15 of the boys out. I don't know when they're going to come back, when they got something. When they get bored. When they need Carlo's protection.
Insight check.
He's telling the truth.
Okay. Okay, good. So, what you're saying is that your system is about as loose as my bowels on Saturday night. Okay, cool.
And he like there's that odd moment when he would have chuckled, but he's like fucking your prisoner, and he's like, yeah, sure.
Right. Would you say there's any weaknesses in the structure of your walls? So one of the walls had a couple of scratches on it. A couple of big holes, honestly.
The wall's pretty shitty, if I'm honest, but unless you got a siege engine with you.
I see, so that's out of the question. I just look over my shoulder, I'm just looking for people who are like suggestions for things to ask, but I'm not like taking my eye off them necessarily, I'm just glancing over.
You're forgetting the most important part. How many more people are there?
Carlo and Zauron, 3 of the other boys. Well, 2, I think. And then he remembers that one guy running away, and he goes, did Yannick get away?
Yeah, well, he ran as far. He ran as far as.
So Carlo, and Zauron, and 3 of the boys, including Yannick.
Is Sauron the guy from...
Like, how long have I been out? Have you seen anyone else walk past? It's just 5. Listen. Let me go. I told you. Told you it. Yeah, I told
Will you listen to my speech? About
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I start
I,
preaching.
yeah, I look at the guy. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have to. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. And I move out of the way so Carson can get his stupid bullshit out of the way.
Yes.
Okay.
I tell the story of the bear bishop and had knowledge.
Make a disadvantaged persuasion check.
Disadvantaged.
Yeah, because you're full of shit. I don't say that out loud though. But that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Please roll well. They're pretty good.
14.
So he's just like, yeah, sure, yeah. All hail, eyeball man, yeah.
Der Deaf Eye. Remember this. Egenskapte Deaf Eye in the Ocean.
Yeah. All hail,
Important
you the death
stuff.
eye. Ooh, I worship her so much. She's the best.
Alright, I'm sure you know what you're talking about. Alright, what did she do to her sister?
Ripped out her 28 hearts.
26 hearts. You're
Close enough.
No,
I walk up to
we
Carson,
gotta have
I'm
to
like,
do this again.
I walk up to Carson. I'm like, it's okay, lad. I think he gets the general idea of your faith, and so do I. There are eyeballs, there are tentacles, there's death, and there's murder.
There are not tentacles. Have I ever spoken publicly? Oh, right. The alien.
It's close enough. As the man says, it's close enough. And I'm like,
backpack, a tentacle just goes twitchy.
I also wish to ask, like, this Sauron fellow, is that the one performing these archaic experiments?
Yeah, he's the doctor. Yeah, medic, a healer, a priest. I don't know.
Does he have any particular weaknesses or something he particularly likes?
Horse?
What?
so he likes whores.
Prostitutes, women of the night.
Also,
he fixes the girls down in Vigil.
All right.
He said that somebody was a doctor.
Yeah, Sauron.
Auron. Okay.
With a Z.
I'd like to do an insight check. Yeah, I'm doing an insight check to see.
Truth.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Your wisdom is good, bro.
Carson.
He is scared of you, and he's telling the truth, and he believes you that you'll let him go free. He's also scared of Sauron.
That's not a good
Scared of Sauron.
And you can also tell from your 23 that he doesn't seem particularly worried about you going to fight Carlo. He reckons that Carlo's got good odds of just kicking your ass.
Okay. Well, I think we have all the information I need, and I give everyone else a nod just to see if we're on the same page about letting him go at this point.
Yeah.
Carson's got a speech. He's got everything.
Maybe we should sit down and have a rest first. I don't quite like the idea of him skulking around while we rest.
I'm basically like, before Robin can finish it, I'm like, don't worry. I'm just like, I walk over to the prisoner. I'm like, okay, son, you've cooperated. You've done your part. You've done well. There you go. And I take out my water skin that has some honey mead, just to punch up your throat while you're on your road. Okay. If I ever see you here again, I'm going to take your bowels up myself. Okay. So don't
what if I'm making an honest living?
You're not making an honest living.
What if I change my ways and I'm making an honest living and we run into each other and I'm chopping down a tree and I'm like, I've got a wife and kids?
If I see you here, in that castle...
Okay, I got it.
Excellent. Here you go. And I give him a little swig of honey mead. I give him a pat on the shoulder and release his manacles, and I give him a slap on the ass and let him go.
He doesn't bolt away. He like rolls his shoulders, rubs his wrists, and like begins like hobbling away. And like rubs his head, and as he gets further and further away, you can see he's like picking up the pace. He's not like running, but he's like moving with purpose. He's moving south.
Good.
Okay, cool.
So what's the deal? What's the rest of you doing?
I believe we're taking are we taking a long rest or a short rest?
No, well,
I need to.
Should we roll a? I'm gonna roll a 1d20 to see what my vote is. If it's above, if it's 11 or above, I'm going for I'm going for short. Shit, that's the wrong command. /1 is not a command. Okay, so 5. That's long rest.
See now,
I
was all right with the whole plan. I'm all right with taking on Carlos, but he mentioned that sort of that doctor priest fella, and with what we've seen he's capable of. I'm actually not so sure anymore. Now, Carlos and some bandits, that sounds quite simple, but,
I have a plan.
you know, you add in
Dress
someone
you
with
up as a
central
whore.
magic. What you saying,
Hmm.
Carlos? Sorry.
I have a plan. We dress you up as a whore.
I'm not going to dress
And
up
then you
as a whore.
sneak in and kill me.
We don't have a
Nice.
disguise kit, you nimwit.
No.
And besides, your idea sucks ass, much like you.
If
Never
it would
mind.
be anyone, it'd be you, my friend. But, no. I don't know.
Also, there's not
That's
much
fine
I
for
can
you.
do to become of the feminine persuasion here. I'm a little proud, you could say.
I slapped my belly as well. Hi, and that's me too.
Well,
A
I
You're the
halfling
skinny
after
tall
my own
one.
heart.
don't have a disguise kit. And I don't want to shave my mustache. Mustache.
Well, then it's settled.
What do you think,
we don't
Rackhurst?
disguise ourselves.
Right. Well, we'll probably need some way to slay him.
Rackhurst, what do you think?
Maybe I should just talk to him as a fan. I'm quite interested in his...
I'm not sure what I
research.
think. I saw what you took out of Olaf's body. It was pretty gross. And if somebody did that, he's pretty wicked. I'm
I
not
know, and I
sure.
want to end their
here's
lives as
here's
much
the
as you.
question. If Olaf is that mutated motherfucker, and he was operated by a doctor, could it be possible that he has more experiments waiting for us?
That's exactly
at the
what I'm
end?
worried about.
Yes, definitely.
It is a possibility.
By the way, would I know like anything arcane body parts that would interest like mad scientist of this nature?
Give me an
Are you
arcana
trying to?
check.
Are you trying to seduce the wizard?
Yes.
Apparently.
Or get things to pursue. Things. Yes, good work.
Things of interest. Judging from his work, you reckon live patients of large stature.
Oh.
And
Okay.
judging from the fetishes, it looks like they look like mundane herbs. There's maybe some valuable incenses in there, and some like weird like body parts, like eyes and fingernails and stuff like that. But that's what you got.
Well, I could like ask him to if he wants to join our adventure, or like if I
You
have
tried-
a big body part somewhere and he's alive, and I could like transfer
You
him
keep
there.
trying to do this, even in my campaign. Remember when you took down that fucking barbarian and you were like, we should free the barbarian and try to join her on our adventure, and she literally wanted to chop your head off? That's what you're doing again. And I'm telling you, if it doesn't work on my GM,
Hey, what I'm
it's not
telling,
going to work on this guy.
what
okay?
I'm saying this time is that I've asked him that I have a big mass of biological material of some kind at this location. Can I show it to you as a big fan of your work? And then
Yeah. You'll try to convince the wizard.
If you try
Are
to
we
convince
doing
somebody,
this
you
or
need a
not?
couple of things. You need a really good fucking sales pitch, and you need evidence. You don't have evidence. I think your sales pitch is mediocre, could use some work, but you don't have evidence, and it's not going to work.
I'm fairly sure they know that we murdered all these guys.
Yeah,
There's also the fact that we killed all their friends, and they know that there's some shit
that
going
sounds
on.
pretty bad.
Because you might have noticed, this is right outside of their castle grounds there. They're going to notice that after they haven't returned yet. So at this point, they're like, oh, where are they?
Really
Wouldn't you
interesting
guess?
Work.
I think
Yes, I understand.
I think we should
you.
pull back and learn more and attack
Also,
later.
I think you are mistaken the wizard guy for the main guy. He serves Carlo, okay? You have to convince Carlo, and he doesn't know jack shit about science or magic.
No, I'm not
So?
with Carlo. I just want to remove this obvious threat. Or ask of him if he wants to join us because we can provide biological material for him.
Well,
Either way,
That seems like
we're gonna
his-
talk in circles, so let's just vote right now. I vote against Carson's stupid bullshit.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like this part.
Because
I vote
Carson
against it as
doesn't
well.
even fight in the front line. I
Yeah.
despise that. I despise that.
Coward.
Standing like
Do
200
you
feet
say
away.
this to me?
Yeah.
You're fighting 200 foot away from everyone.
Okay, so
Do you
like,
see
the
my
party
power?
kind of argue a bit back and forth, but what's the actual plan? Like, are you going to back up and take a long rest? Are
I
you going to
think
back up and return
that's-
to Haven? Is this
Well,
maybe
something
so-
for another
Haven
adventure?
might be a wise choice.
Let's
I
see.
made a roll for a long rest, and
So-
I have my doubts about the castle. I mean, we've already killed a bunch of dudes, but I don't think we can take it out
No.
unless we could find the militiamen that were also sent
The
here.
mercenaries, yeah. Maybe with their help.
If we have
And
those,
then you'll have to go
we
back
can
to
do it.
Haven.
Yeah.
Talk to them. That'll take time.
D-
And
So
collect
I
the
think
rewards.
this is a challenge for another session.
It might be that case.
It,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be there's going to be another band of heroes that will finish off your work. that you've planned
maybe.
here.
But we've
Perhaps
got
the
a good
faction
jump.
turn will take care of this.
Yeah.
Who knows how much damage you did to a couple of brigands.
Can we at least like roll to see if we encounter something?
I say we.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we should just cash in our chips. We killed Olaf
Yeah.
and a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
fucking bandits. Let's cash in our chips
Totally.
and go collect
okay.
the reward that we have, and then do this at another time.
Yeah.
I believe this session has gone on long enough.
Yeah.
Okay, dokes. I think I can agree to that. But you are injured, so
I'm not.
could you roll a d100 real quick?
Okay, so first of all, let's stipulate we do take a short
Roman.
rest before going off. We don't travel with 1 HP.
No, just make a d100 just to see if you get murdered as you retreat. Yeah, you're fine. You
Oh.
get away, you take a short rest. There's
Let me
a
guess.
moment where you're like, okay, and you recover yourself, and then it's like back to Haven. You fast travel back to Haven. The end of the session occurs. You go to collect the reward from Rufus.
We have
You're
the head of
dragging-
Olaf and a
you-
bunch of fetishes.
You have the head of Olaf and a bunch of fetishes. You rock on up. The count is 4 bandits dead in the first group. Then 7 bandits that attacked
bandits.
you, but 1 that escaped in the second group. Plus the 1 that fled from the first group, for a total of 7 in that. So that's 11. 11 times 2, 22 gold. And I believe there's a 25 gold reward. For let's see, wanted poster displays a sketch of a man with a vicious face twisted.
The bandit that I let go, does he count as a neutralized target? Because I think he might have changed
I've
his
included
ways.
him in the cache.
Okay, cool.
I haven't included the one that escaped, but I included the one that you KO'd and then like beat up and let go.
Yeah.
Didn't beat up, but like gave a talking to. I've included him in the dead.
Yeah.
If you will, because he didn't return to the brigands and get switched
Oh,
around.
I'm doing
25
God's work.
gold for Olaf, dead or alive. Yep. So 22 gold plus 25 for that, so that's 47. So we'll deal with the gold first. You have 58 slash roll 58.78 from the second group and their assorted spoils of war, 11.9 from the first group and their assorted spoils of war, and 47 from reward. And then that's divided by 4.
Mhm.
I'll round that up to 120. You will get 30 gold.
Okay, I'll mark that off.
Wonderful.
Does anyone do anything special with the platinum coins, or do you just cash them into Xiaodi and he like cashes you out with
Yes.
gold coins?
Pretty sure we can just cash them in.
He like
Yeah.
looks at them and he's like, "Oh, nifty,"
Ooh.
and he like rounds up the value to give you your 30 gold each. Okay, so that's the gold.
Experience.
Experience. First off, I'll do a little RP before we close out. So you go to the militia captain Rufus, and he's like, "Oh yes, you've killed all the brigands. Awfully good. Have some money." And you're like, "Yes." Okay, so experience. Olaf netted you 100. The various fights. Let's see. Various fights.
There were 5 bandits on the first one.
5, 7 is 12, 250, 300. Cool. 300 for all the bandits over the course. There's 200 for learning about the
Medic?
Zauron and the priestly meddlings, and also 100 for learning about Zauron's activities with the brothel of Vigil, which you may or may not have caught. So
I did
that's-
catch that bit. Do we know where that is?
No.
Okay.
Like if you
No,
talk to
but-
someone,
yeah.
you can
We
probably-
know that he goes to Vigil to the horse, so
You
Yes.
know that
we don't know where Vigil is.
We
though.
can assassinate him. Oh,
You know
Guys.
that like you could probably
Sorry.
find out where Vigil is by like talking to a local. By the sounds of things, Vigil is a local like little village. It's like not big as Haven, probably shitty, but you know it's around there. No one's found it
Okay.
yet. For saving the farmer, 50 XP, and Carson, you get a follower from that if you remember to follow it up.
Yes, of
By
course.
which I mean, write it down. Remind me next session when you
Yes,
do your
I
thing.
will probably continue this freezing thing quite a long time.
Cool.
Was we got Olaf experience for killing Olaf, but do we get experience for learning about the type of, I guess, monster that Olaf was?
That was the
that's included
Zaron
in
thing.
finding out about Zaron.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's all the experience. So 750, which is divided by 4.
I believe I level up.
Yeah, me too.
So you all get 190 experience.
190? That's perfect because I had 110 from before. That's 300. Level 2, baby. Brother Lawrence, ranking up.
So
Got him.
well done.
That's my pose.
And
I'm good
if
at
I
math.
suppose I should roll health for now. Actually, I'm
no,
gonna
it's always average.
always average? Okay,
I'm not
well
doing
that's
any
plus
rolling
not.
for health in this because
Okay, well that's
with
plus
a group
8.
of 20 people, I'm not going to remember jack shit.
So
Yeah,
it's D5.
That's
It's
plus
half,
8, so that takes me from... And I have 20
Cool.
max health.
You can do all this later.
Alright.
But just as a point, if another party comes along and kills the bandits, take note of it. And if the bandits get wiped out in the next faction turn, take note of it. Both of those actions are probably due to you. The bandits are wrecked. Moving on. I think that's everything. Is there any like RP you want to do in town with anyone in particular when you get back?
I'd like to find out if the town is
I'd like to-
mostly
I'd like to-
loyal to the Imperial side or just a bunch of outcasts.
What Haven?
Yeah, I want to find out.
Like, just give me a just a charisma saving throw, and I'll give you an
Mainly
answer.
Xiaodi, I want to know where his side stands. If he's in it for the gold, if he's in it for the Imperial side, or just because he got outcasted or something.
Make a charisma save. Just roll one up. Xiaodi, he's in it for the gold.
All right.
Like, it's clear to you this is a business enterprise to him and nothing more. The town is... Assumedly, there are loyal Imperial citizens in here, but you think that anyone that really left the Imperial probably isn't actually loyal to there. Like, there are no, like, open rebels or anything. There's no, like, open dissent. The general population are, you know...
Except for me?
You know... Like, yeah, probably. Like, but you can tell that there's a lot of, like, simmering resentment to the Empire. People have voluntarily come here to like make a better life for themselves that isn't from the Empire. You also know that Duke von Eristoff, Truman von Eristoff, the most esteemed grace, ostensibly has a writ of law from the Empire which grants him, basically, as far as you can tell, everything west of the bridge belongs to him by Imperial providence.
And
however,
Templar Damien?
Templar Damien, he has no loyalty to the Empire or disloyalty to the Empire. He is simply a protector of the weak. However, you would know that as a protector of the weak, the Empire, being an evil, tyrannical empire, probably doesn't sit well with him. That's just general like stuff. Anyone else got like any other quick thing that
I would like to burst open the tavern doors and show off my wicked, nasty scar. And then like proclaim that bandits are dead, and I'd like to do a rallying speech to the townsfolk that our lives are hard, but we will persevere, and just try to make the townsfolk feel a lot better about themselves.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Let's see. I hope this goes well. Yes.
Cool. So like, folks are just like, whoa, oh yeah. All of you may count this session as a heroic action if you wish to gather support next time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact that
I am a
Carlos
hero of the
wins.
people. Yes, you can bet your ass I'm
the
going
story
to
is
lose.
spread far and wide. However, Brother Lauren, like as you like slam open the tavern doors and go hey, and all the patrons go what, you see like this group of like 7 dudes with like fur and black capes, and swords and crossbows stand up, meet you with the most lethal scowl possible, and just go, "Are you fucking taking our work?" And they barge past you and exit into the town.
Ooh.
You get the
You want
impression that
want to
you've
earn
pissed off.
you want to earn your pay? There's still plenty more, pal. And
There
I
you
let
go.
him go.
They're just like, and they stalk off. You can tell that you've probably pissed off the Ebon Wing. Note down,
Nice.
Brother Lauren, that the Ebon Wing mercenaries are not hostile, not indifferent. What's the step between hostile and indifferent? Unfriendly.
Dislike.
Unfriendly. They are unfriendly. To
Unfriendly.
you. Just make a note
Okay.
of that.
No. What did you say their name was? Unfriendly.
Ebon
Wing
Wing.
mercenaries.
Just for
Ebon
Brother
Wing.
Lauren or for all of us? Because
Just for Brother Lauren.
all right, because
But
he
all
went
of
to the
you
prep.
get the heroic feat on the next gathers.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyone else?
You
I
can thank
really
me
want
later,
to do
baby.
something to Robin, but I can't think of what.
Okay. And Robin?
I feel he needs to avenge somehow, but I can't. think of what.
I just go back to painting people's fences and helping them out and making stews with old ladies.
Okay, so Robin, as like you go around and you hear like people whispering, you're not entirely sure whether the rumor came
Yes,
from.
I spread mean rumors about him.
You hear like these people whispering, and they're like, oh, that's Robin. I heard he can kill a man with his rapier in one lunge. Oh, they didn't stand a chance. They folded like wheat. And then as you're like walking along, you hear one over going, oh, I heard the only reason his rapier's so long is because his penis is like a pinky. And somewhere in the distance, you just hear Carson going,
By the way, do I get the roll for this? Because I want to use my advantage.
yeah, you get the heroic deed because Brother Lauren's story just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
So that's the session. So any shout outs from you? We'll start with Warlaker. Anyone on the internet you wish to thank for this marvel?
As always,
You.
Twitch chat.
Yeah,
Twitch
all
chat.
of you.
Twitch chat. I
I
love
would like to
Twitch chat.
thank you. I'd like to thank myself for being a hero. I'd like to thank my mom for bringing me into this world through her vaginal canal.
Yes.
I'd like to
that's
thank my
what
dad
about.
because he's here in this world.
Okay. And Carson? Not Carson. Hentai. Any shout outs?
Well, I wish to thank the great God, the Defi, of course, for always helping me through my troubles. And of course, everyone here. It
And
was
the
lovely
person
to
that
play
wrote
with
the
you.
spell sniper feat.
Yeah, I had veterans tell me what to get.
And Joe?
No, just thanks all for playing. It was a good game, and thank you as well for GMing.
Well, I would
Yeah.
like to thank you all for showing up and being here. Thank you all for fucking wrecking face today. That was...
Yeah, this
got
was a
some shit
really
done.
good session. I had fun.
You got
I
some
had a
shit
lot of
done.
fun.
We got some pretty good rolls as well. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good, boy.
We eliminated about half their force.
For a while.
We eliminated about like
Yeah,
half
quite
the
a lot.
bandits.
Quite a lot. Like when I said there were 5 people left in that fort, Carlo, Zoran, 3 bandits. It's pretty decimating. So let's see. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my shout-outs. Yeah, I'd like to thank myself for being me, and this
My
wonderful
man.
product, which is delicious. Om nom 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 nom.
What is that, Doritos?
Nah, it's Starburst. I just squidged it, so it's like
Ah.
squidgy. Should be squarish.
I'd like to thank the Norwegian potato chip company, Kim's. Please sponsor me. Ingen Kim's, Ingen Kos. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
Have you watched Death Note?
Yeah.
watched
that one
scene.
Let's see.
Elle dies.
No!
Got him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck. My potato chip's falling apart.
Well, maybe you should get a better brand of potato chip. Or anyway, so yeah, I don't really have any shout-outs. Thank you anyone who's watching this in the past, in the future, in the present, and yeah, goodbye.
Shout out to
Have a
Tree
good-
Man because he's here. I know he is.
Hello, Tree Man. You're amazing.
One
not
of
sure.
2 people that are watching this.
Hey, you should go to the lobby and be like, dude, take me. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you all this Saturday. Saturday 27th.
27th.
And we'll see who comes along to enjoy the Saturday. That's yeah, and then we'll be playing again Tuesday the 1st. So Saturday session, I have no clue when it'll be happening. It might be happening at 1 p.m. GMT. It might be happening at 6 p.m. GMT. The Tuesday session, 6 p.m. as usual. And if you're watching this on YouTube in like 20 years from now, when I suddenly got popular, I don't know. Yeah, well, just check the next VOD. See you later. Ciao,
Hello,
ciao.
future
Yeah.
people.
Alright.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, future people.